Hi, I'm Jason Gray, and this is book number 48 that I'm breaking down this year in 2019. And let me ask you, do you feel like at times when you're going for your goals or for your growth or maybe something in business or sales, career or school, and you hit a wall where you're feeling like there's doubt, there's worry, you're getting mixed messages? Has any of that ever happened to you? If so, then this week's book breakdown might just be the thing you need. Alright guys, let's jump into it. We are looking at 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class, the thought processes, habits, and philosophies of the great ones by Steve Siebold. Okay, it's a great book. A handful of my top mentors have all recommended this in their top reading list. I think it's a must-have. I'm only going to share with you about 10 of the 177 topics in here. This could be a book that you read all the way through. I think it's a great one that daily to read like one of them. If you're somebody who's looking for social media content, this might strike up a lot of ideas for things for you to think about and post about. I mean, this book is great. If you run a team or an organization, one of the things you have to work on is the people's thoughts and their beliefs, or else you're not going to get action and results you want. This book is all about the thoughts and beliefs, okay? So check it out. It's a great book. Let's get into some notes here. Okay, so one of the first ones is a list of the middle class versus the world class, and I'm going to read this one to you. This is probably the longest passage I'll read, but number one, middle class competes, the world class creates. Number two, the middle class avoids risk, the world class manages risk. Number three, the middle class lives in delusion, the world class lives in objective reality. Number four, the middle class loves to be comfortable, the world class is comfortable being uncomfortable. Number five, the middle class has a lottery mentality, the world class has an abundance mentality. Number six, the middle class hungers for security. The world class doesn't believe that security exists. And the list goes on and on and on to 25 of them. What do you guys think about that? You guys agree with that? You know, is your mindset on the world class or the middle class at the moment? Okay. Look at this. Champions are driven by emotional motivators. Okay. Steve Siebold here says, when a performer begins to experience physical or emotional pain in the heat of the battle, the brain, whose primary role is self-preservation, asks this question: why must I suffer? Or why me? Or why am I really doing this? The champion will answer the question with the vision they have carefully constructed, and they will continue to fight. Since the masses lack this mental clarity and have no reason to suffer, they quit as soon as the pain kicks in. Developing a world-class vision is the secret to the world-class motivation. And then, you know, that's like the first part of this. And then there's a page and a half or so going deeper into that. So think about that. If you're building a business, a base shop, an office, a team, a sporting team, whatever it is, you know, do they have the vision? The vision usually comes from the leader and the captain, all right? So do you have a huge vision if that's you? And then are you constantly sharing it with your people? Because without the vision, without the goals, without a huge why, when people get that question and when discomfort hits or challenges hit, they say, it's not worth it. What's the point? I'm just go back to being average and ordinary. Okay. Now, some might argue that the true world class, they don't need anyone else helping them. They set it for themselves. I think that's true somewhat, but what about the people that are on the fence? What about the people that have had such a horrible environment and things that are been holding them down, but inside they're just burning up, and then they have the right mentor, person that takes away those walls and just unleashes the real vision or the real possibility, and that drives them from that moment forward. Okay, champions develop world-class beliefs long before they become champions. They can because they think they can, okay? One of the major distinctions between average performers and champions is their belief system. Like champions, average people tend to be a product of their mental programming from childhood. People of influence such as parents, teachers, coaches, religious leaders, and others were the primary builders and shapers of our early belief systems. In most cases, this programming is limiting because it comes from people who believe they are limited. That's why average people are saddled with a set of beliefs that are more about survival than success. Average people have been programmed to avoid pain at all costs, which promotes a playing not to lose mentality. Many world-class performers were raised with these same beliefs, yet learned to reprogram themselves somewhere along the way. Champions learn how to develop empowering beliefs and invest a substantial amount of time solidifying those beliefs, mostly through their own self-talk. With guidance from coaches and mentors, champions monitor the words they use. They know reprogramming is never-ending activity. Some people even consider this process positive brainwashing. Have you washed your brain lately? Don't we all need to? I forget what book it was. I think it was the What to Say When You Speak to Yourself. They're talking about, I don't know, some huge number, like thousands and thousands of thoughts that we have are all negative, and then a small percentage are positive. But as we become more self-aware of that and know the true influence of it, we can start redirecting some of those thoughts. But that alone is scary. But look at any media. Social media is negative, but especially the news and the paper and all these people that they stir up the most interaction and attention through negative stuff and fear. And if you listen or you're around a lot of that, or your coworkers or people that you're around, it's going to be taking a heavy toll on yourself. So being in the right environment, working on yourself constantly, having the right vision, having coaches, mentors can help you with that. And, you know, people like this are your mentor. They're mentors from far away through books. Okay, so you can get their knowledge and their experience. Is it firsthand? Is firsthand through their book? It just might not be a conversation. Okay, champions embrace reality. The great ones are highly aware of the fact that all perceptions are based on the experience and belief of the beholder. This is the reason they surround themselves with people who think much bigger than they do. Beliefs and expectations are contagious, and champions are eager to catch as much as they can. So that's a double-edged sword, right? If you're around the wrong people, listening to the wrong things, you're going to be just like them. But if you're around the right people, listening to things that are encouraging and uplifting and challenging and motivating you to be better all around, you're going to be that way. Okay? And but here's the task. When that happens to you, I believe it's your responsibility to go be that for somebody else. Okay? Champions know adversity is the catalyst of mental toughness. If it weren't for dark days, we wouldn't know what it is to walk in the light. Okay? That was Earl Campbell, professional football player. Champions believe if you remove adversity, you remove the victory. As a result, they tend to view adversity as a challenge through which learning and growing occurs. Their worldview is evident in the way they describe the adversities they face. While average people choose the path of least resistance, world-class performers operate at a higher level of awareness. They understand that stress and struggle are the key factors in becoming mentally tough. While average people watch television and hang out at happy hour, the great ones continue to push themselves mentally and physically to the point of exhaustion. Only then will you see them in rest and recovery situations. Adversity to average people equals pain. Adversity to world-class performers is their mental training ground. It's how they become mentally tough. Average people scorn adversity. Those who are world-class don't welcome adversity, yet they see it as an ultimate catalyst for mental growth, as well as the contrast needed to recognize the beauty of life. Hey, let us know in the comments below. What do you feel about that? Has there been some adversity in your life that's really helped you become more mentally tough and catapulted you forward? And are you now, looking back, thankful for it? Because look, I know in the heat of the battle, it sucks, right? You go through tough stuff, whether it's parents getting divorced, not being able to buy your meal today, running out of gas, having a bad car, not getting the boyfriend or girlfriend you like, your business failing, getting a foreclosure, not getting the job you want, getting fired, not getting in the school you want, not getting the grade you want, failing a class, having less, feeling inadequate. All these things in an exact moment can be very heavy. But look back. You're alive. You're kicking. Things are great. You have all the opportunity in the world today. In many of those situations, if you look back, even if you really try to feel what it felt like back then, it doesn't mean much to you today, does it? So this too shall pass. Challenges are coming your way, but don't look at them as a curse. Look at them as a blessing, right? Something to sharpen you, get you more mentally tough, get you ready for more. Because look, changed people change people. Without change, everything stays the same. So you need some sharpening. I need some sharpening to get to the next level, and you want to get to the next level, don't you? Okay. About 4 more, guys. Champions make do or die commitments. You cannot keep a committed person from success. Place stumbling blocks in his way, and he takes them for stepping stones, and on them he will climb to greatness. Take away his money, and he makes spurs of his poverty to urge him on. The person who succeeds has a program. He fixes his course and adheres to it. He lays his plans and executes them. He goes straight to his goal. He is not pushed this side and that every time a difficulty is thrust in his way. If he can't get over it, he goes through it. Okay? So make a do or die commitment. What does that mean? So in my business, I have a financial services business. And we're expanding, so if you know of any mentally tough people that are looking to get into financial services, shoot me a message, and I'd love to share some more details and do an interview. But in my business, you know, we have people that are shooting for certain goals. We'll just call it 5 to 10 successful appointments in a month. And a lot of them start off part-time, okay? Well, if they're at like, let's say their goal is 8 successful appointments, and they're at 5 and there's 3 days left. A lot of times people will give up. Instead of turning on the heat and saying, wow, I've been doing 15, 20, 30 minutes a day towards my business. I've got 3 days left. It seems impossible. But you know what? It's a do or die commitment. I'm going to make this happen. Today, I'm going to go 20 hours straight until I get the job done. Or until I get the appointment set up I need. Or I'm going to follow up like crazy. See, the champions, the winners, they're going to do that. And they're going to make things happen always and consistently. And average and ordinary, which by the way is 80 to 90% of people, okay, and that's okay if that's what you want to be, but that's not what a lot of this channel is about, right? 80 to 90% of people are going to say, well, maybe next month. That's tough. Don't think I can do that. I've never done that. And I want to be comfortable. I need my family time every single day. I need to, you know, watch my Netflix for 2 hours. I need to do this and that. And look, some of those things might be very important to you. But if you make a do or die commitment, those aren't relevant anymore, are they? Because you have a priority, a do or die commitment. Put it this way. If we said, hey, your kids are held at ransom. They got 24 hours or else they're getting taken out. And you have to hit a certain metric in your job, in your business, in your fitness goals, in your eating, whatever it is. Would you do it, even if it was really hard? Of course you would. Your kid's life is on the line. Well, depends what kid, right? No, I'm kidding. Your kid's life's on the line. So the same thing in my business, I talk to people, look, you're telling me it's impossible in 30 days to get, let's say 3, okay? But you just told me in the next 24 hours you'd make it happen no matter what if your kids were held at ransom. So what's the difference? The difference is the mindset, the belief, the focus, the urgency. Okay, so you have to have that in your life, guys. You have to have that. Okay, last 2. The world class never bows to criticism. You can't let praise or criticism get to you. It's a weakness to get caught up in either one. You're going to get so much criticism when you're doing something different. When you're going to go to be the team captain. When you're going to start a business. When you're going to switch career paths. When you're going to do something that society says that doesn't really look like you. Okay? And you also get so much praise when you conquer all those fears and all those objections and you drive through it to get more. You're gonna get a lot of praise. But you got to stay committed to who you are and just keep going down your path. Follow the yellow brick road. Last one, guys. The world class is coachable. Great coaching is helping people discover what they already know. A lot of people already know things. They just need to hear it again. They just need more belief, the right thinking. Anyways, guys, that's just a taste of this book. If you're in my business, must have. I think it's a must have for everybody, okay? So pick up this book. You'll be glad that you did. And until the next review, guys, join me in the pursuit of greatness.